guys, welcome to Coturnix Corner Live. Glad everyone could join us tonight. I hope you guys are all doing well. We got a great show lined up for you tonight. Klaus Marshall of Paradise Quail is here with us. He's going to be talking about his setup and his new projects that he's working on. So welcome to the show, Klaus.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, anytime, buddy. As always, we do have a few announcements that we need to run through real quick. As always, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Southwest Game Birds and Hatching Time. Southwest Game Birds has a 10% off coupon code. Coturnix Corner is the code. If you use that during checkout, you can save 10% on any order through their website. And Hatching Time, again, has donated another $50 gift certificate, which is going to be given away to one lucky winner tonight. And we also have a 30 count of JMF Jumbo Whites that Southwest Game Birds has donated. So we also are going to have one lucky winner will be getting that. I want to thank our moderators for being in here. I see we've got Dirty South Homestead, which is Anna Poe. We got Amber McLernan's in there, and then Henriette from South Africa. Ladies, I appreciate you guys taking the time to moderate tonight on the live stream. It's much appreciated. Also, guys, for those of you who don't know about our new website, let me get this pulled up real quick over here before I change. The Coturnix Corner website, guys, is growing like you would not believe. We've got a lot of great members in there. Let me click that off so you don't see that. A lot of great members in there. Topic discussions. What we have in there, it's called Spaces. And Spaces are very similar to groups like you would see on Facebook, except these spaces are all topic-related spaces. So what you can do is, once you're a member of the website, you can join into any of these spaces to where you're seeing topics about, or you're seeing posts about topics that you're interested in. Also, another part of the Coturnix Corner community is the Coturnix Corner Library. This is basically a repository of websites, articles, instructional videos, educational videos. We even do review videos on there. So if you're a content creator, guys, and you have a channel where you maybe reviewed a project or a product, or you've built a cage incubator or whatever, any type of educational or instructional video, you can submit it to us and we'll post it here on the website and share that with other people. And last but not least, we've got the CC Farm Market, which is another addition to the Coturnix Corner community. And on there, we've got all kinds of stuff for sale. Different breeders come in there. They post hatching eggs, live animals, equipment, supplies, you name it, it's allowed. So you don't have to worry about all the nonsense that we have to put up with over on Facebook. Come over to the new community, guys, join that, and like I say, you can post wherever you want over there. What else did I have to say? Oh, we got the, let me bring you back over that real quick so I can show you the Coturnix Kids project, which is something that we're working on right now. Basically, this is a program for children anywhere from 5 to 17 years of age. They can basically submit a story, and what the story or what the project has to be is they need to come up with an idea or a plan that they can do that will benefit someone other than themselves, and then execute that plan. It might be helping out with chores, caring for animals, doing yard work, raising money for a good cause, anything along those lines, guys. But you can check that out. And we've got some great prizes lined up for them. Let's see if I got the prize list here. I do have it. They're going to get a Barado Lumia 8 incubator. Hatching Time has donated a double unit cage system for them. They're going to get some hatching eggs. They're going to get a starter pack. Inky Bright Candlers. We got a whole bunch of new sponsors, and I wish I would have put a page together for these new sponsors. I'm going to announce them next week, I think, who have donated a whole bunch of new prizes for this thing. So the kids are going to make out like bandits. And basically, what they need to do is submit their story to us, include video or photos, and we will pick one winner per month. The first winner is going to be chosen on July 12th, I believe it is. Whatever live stream is closest to the 15th of the month will be the live stream that we announce the winner on. But on July 12th, we're going to be announcing the winner, and we'll show a little bit of video and photos and whatnot from the kids' project. So that'll be pretty cool. So I think the only other thing, July 5th, day after the 4th of July, Chris Carnes from Slightly Redneck is going to be joining us. He's going to come on the channel, just have a good, rag chew, sit around, talk, and tell us what he's been up to. You guys can ask him questions and whatnot. So, I think that's about it. Klaus, whenever you're ready, we can jump right into your presentation and go from there.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, just let me know when you want to switch to the next slide.
Yeah. So, good evening, everyone, or morning, or whatever you have, wherever you are. My name is Klaus, for people that don't know me. I'm from Netherlands, from Paradise Quail, and I created some short and hope interesting presentation for you. A lot of people and a breeder were asking what I've been doing this whole time, because I haven't been that much online or active on the websites from time to time. You know how it goes, live and the work and the gardening season and then the quail. So you're trying to not neglect anything from it. So what I've been doing the last half a year, I've been trying to figure out what those black birds actually are. I would like to also say that I'm not trying to test breeding the blacks. I'm trying to test breeding or figure out what I have on my birds, because your blacks, they could be something different. So I'm not testing whole the lineup. I'm just testing my birds. I just wanted to clarify that, because some people are just not nice. So if you can take a look at the first slide, that's actually what I was getting from the first and the second generation. I was able to do two generations from various sites, various birds, and what I've got is some sparklies, some pansy or rotkopf, and I've got some calicos and some fee on extended brown. What I've done is, originally I started with blacks, with a black hens and a black rooster that I purchased from one breeder here in Netherlands, and they were flighty, they were aggressive. It was difficult to choose a nice one for those projects. And then I've kept one rooster, and then I was crossing it with a Pharaoh, with Pharaoh Fees, with my Red Ranch, with Extended Brown, and all those stuff. I tried also the Sexling, where you will see the results in the upcoming slides. And in the first generation, I started with a couple of birds, not too much, because again, I live in a suburban area, so I don't have that much space, and I can do like 2, 3, 400 chicks per testing. So what I've done, I was trying to do around 40, 50 per one generation or per project. So it was a little bit crazy for me. But you can tell the first one is also, it's a roux, it's a heterozygous sparkly Italian. I'm not gonna tell where did it come from, because I've been doing so many crosses, so it would be like I would be creating house for you. The second one is a little bit too dark, that I will explain later why I think, why it should probably be. And it's actually heterozygous Rotkopf, suspecting, I need to check it. Then the third one, it's heterozygous calico, and then the last one is it looks like a Tibetan, but it's actually heterozygous Phi Tibetan. So you can see that it's starting to be a little bit darker. If you can, Terry, go to the next slide. This is actually a result of the second generation. Those I've been doing crosses with Rosetta, Fee. They were sparkly, they were fawn and Hange, they were calico carriel, all those stuff. So you can see I've got some really nice birds like Tibetan and Rosetta. They were looking almost good, like a clean, something like a clean, pattern wise. Not talking about the color because I've seen some clean Tibetans and Rosetta like Tamara from Australia, and those came from actually came as a result from crossing blacks with or over red range. My red range are looking almost clean, and that was the result. So you can tell that the first one is a Tibetan. It's nice looking pattern, nice looking color, shades, and everything. And then on the right side is actually Rosetta. Both are roosters, but I'm not sure if it's fawn enhanced or if it's heterozygous sparkly, because I've got from those black lineups also, or from all those crosses, some Italians. So if your Rosetta is fawn enhanced, it can it can throw you some Italians as well. So that's why I think that Honor Blacks are so far sparkly and fawn enhancement. And then if you take a look, the bottom line, those three are actually they are roosters. The first one is looking almost like a black, but it's not. It's with Tibetan with one copy of a fee. The second one in the middle is a nice looking Tibetan, and on the right from him it's Rosetta, probably heterozygous sparkly. And all of them, all Tibetans, all Rosettas came with a white chin, but all of them, also the Rosetta, also Tibetan, all feet and the toes are dark. So that's something because it's very difficult to get. Usually you can get Tibetan or Rosetta with a half black and a half white feet. If you can go to another slide, please. These are actually another results from a crossing with a fee. I was trying to get the foul fee and I've got anything but clean foul fees. I was getting some very dark um, birds, and even my camera had, as you can see in the background, those doors are white. My camera was struggling to capture the black color, so it creates some kind of overexposing the background. The first picture, it's actually a rooster, and I don't know if you can see it, but on the chest you can see the speckles, and you can see that the mask and the coloring and the pattern, it's too dark for just to be a falfy. So what I think that it could be one, it can carry one copy of Pansy or aka Rotkopf. Then the bird next to it is, I think it should be extended brown base. I think it should be sparkly Rosetta fee. And then under you can see two extended brown fee birds. One is probably Fawn and Haynes, and under next to it should be, it looks like a sparkly. And then the last bird it's looking similar to the first one if you compare a mask and a pattern, but this one has some kind of a part of the body of the chest where speckles are still there, still visible, and it's a rooster as well. So what I'm thinking is that they are all those two. They are carrying a Pansy gene, which it's a now great discussion if it's a recessive gene or it's incomplete dominant. So lots of us are thinking it's incomplete dominant. Lots of others that it's recessive. No one knows what's the truth. And but I'm seeing, and you will see it also in the upcoming slide, if you can move to another one. This is the first picture is originally the black that I started with. So you can see They are a little bit lighter in the color than the originally that I've seen from a Pepper Kai in Germany on the website. They are like too dark, but those are a little bit like a bleached. The hen on the right side, it was like one of the first attempt to create. The point why I'm doing is not to know exactly, like it's nice to know exactly what it is, but to create a new lineup so I can have better birds with better weight, with bigger eggs and a better personality, because all of them were flighty, and a crossing with my calm birds made a huge difference. That's why I'm trying to do it. And you can see that she's getting a little bit darker, but it's still not the black. And then down under are some other birds that are close to look like blacks, but they are still not there. So I need to create more of those blacks and then put them together, and then doing generation by generation what I've been doing with my red range, and then selecting dark birds and then using them for another crossing. But I think it will be able to do. So it's doable. It's just gonna take a couple of years probably to create a new bloodline. If you want to have a healthy bird that you're not gonna feel ashamed for. If you can go to another slide, this is where the fun starts. So this is the reason why I think that the pansy could, not saying is, but could be incomplete dominant gene. Because if you can take a look of those four birds, not I'm not gonna talk now about the Italian hen. I will explain later why I included her, but they all four they are looking like they are homozygous sparkly pharaoh with a roux or without. But it's not possible because the parents were one was plain pharaoh and another one was or heterozygous sparkly hen um, Egyptian or a pharaoh. So there is no possibility to create homozygous sparkly, but they are looking like. The back, if you take a look at the back side, the pattern wise, it looks almost the same like a homozygous sparkly pharaoh, let's say. But you can see also some parts of the plumage, they are like too dark, then it's like a bleach, they are like too light, then again too dark. That should not be happening on a homozygous sparkly. If you take a look at the wings, they are also too light. They are a different shade of the color. The mask is completely different, like than compared to homozygous sparkly. And if you take a look at the chest, you can see some dark black speckles trying to be visible. That's what Rotkopf is, according to me, doing. And you can see also the white vertical pinning, like this should not be happening on a homozygous sparkly, because this is a sparkly thing in a heterozygous form, and you can see it better on a heterozygous sparkly pharaoh rooster, because he has a orange or rusty color chest with those white vertical pinning, the sparkly pinning, but they are too white, too big compared to that. So that's the reason why I think that those birds are pharaoh or Egyptian, with one copy of Pansy and one copy of heterozygous sparkly. So it's some kind of a merge. And if you can take a look at the fawn, the Italian hen, she is so heavy marked. And I remember 2 years ago when I called my Pansy lineup, and I wanted to hatch out the new one, but I think or accidentally I ate those eggs or sold them. So I crossed before that my Pansy rooster over my Italian hens. And I was getting a pharaoh, I was getting some normal Italian hens, and I was getting so many of those kind of hens. And then I was getting also Italian roosters. They had a nice black, brown, or red mask, but under the color they had some kind of dark gray black shape of the color, like a line. So I was suspecting that those could be the Pansy carrier. I cross them together, and I've got some fawn enhanced Pansy hen one. So that's why when I've got that Italian hen, I was like, okay, I was feeling happy, because that's something, that's the answer, or something, a sign that I'm doing it correctly. So you can see that the Pansy is visible also on the phone on Italian. Italian is always difficult mutation, difficult because I've hatched out like almost 40 Italian chicks. None of them was the same. Each of them was a different, so it was very difficult. I'm trying now to understand phone mutation, so the Italians, Manchurians, but it's very difficult. It's really, really more difficult than just a pharaoh. If you can go to another slide, here you can see, here you can see this pop out as well. I have three chicks like that. All of them are probably, I think, they are roosters, and those are also pharaoh with one copy of Heterozygous Sparkly and one copy of a Pansy. That's what I think, because if you take a look, I've never seen such a bird like this. The head is starting to be rusty, all of it, so probably will be like red head, like a Pansy has. And then the pattern wise, it's exactly what I was talking about. That white-ish vertical pinion should not be there. The sparkly pinion, those speckles should not be there. It should be like homozygous sparkly pattern is the same on the front like on the back. So that's why. And if you take a look on the beak, it's too dark. So I don't think that there is something going on that we still don't know yet. Maybe we will one day figure out, but my opinion is whatever the pansy is, you can see it, and it's coming from Ali from main confetti quail farm. I was laughing at it. I was like, "You're silly, you're ridiculous. You can't see a recessive thing." Now we can. I proved that she was not wrong. If you can go to another slide, this is another situation where I see a pansy. This is those are Italians chicks with one copy of Sparkly, so heterozygous Sparkly Italians. And this is abnormal. This is really like something I've never seen before. Exactly the same. It's two dark birds, the face, the mask, everything is, it's so strong contrast that it doesn't make sense. And if you take a look at the chest, though there are those black speckles. They may on a phone, I've seen that they can like bleach out when it's like feathering out as in an adult. But you can, as a chick, I don't think that this one will be like that. It will lose that pattern, that the pansy that I think it is pansy. So I think it will be very funny and interesting to watch them closely, and then I'm planning to cross them together to see if I will really get a pansy from them. But I think I'm betting all of my money that I finally found my pansy on my birds because I lost it. If you can go to another slide. Speaking of learning about the phone, once you try it, you're like, I was like, my goal is this year to learn more about basic colors mutation. So Pharaoh, Italian, and then accented brown, and also Manchurian, and then try to understand them to see how other mutations dilutes are working on them, so I can help others, because I can imagine what it can do, but it's completely and totally different if you have it on your hand, if you are working with it. So this first one is Italian rooster. He should not be that brown. There is no roux on him. There is no blue on him because he has black on the tips of the wings. So what I was thinking with some other breeders, to give a credit, I'm in a constant contact with Katia, with Tamara, with Ali, with Michael from Southwest Game Birds, and we are always trying to figure out what the hell is going on my birds. So we agree that this should be heterozygous calico, Italian, because Italian roosters should not be that white. And as a chick, you can see on the right side, it looks like I was firstly I was thinking it's Manchurian, but it wasn't possible because the parents were Italian with a pharaoh, so you can't get Manchurian from that. Then I was thinking, it looks like a blue, but I'm not having blue mutation for more than a year, so that also doesn't make sense. So we kind of agreed that it could be heterozygous calico, and then I crossed him with Italian hens and with a Pharaoh hens. And I've got on a Pharaoh, I can see it much easier than on a Italian hens because I'm just a beginner with a phone. And I can tell that he is really heterozygous for calico. And then down under there is it's one of his sons, and he looked to be a good adept to clean phone from Sexling Brown. He looks to be just a carry. He's not expressing it that much, so that's something. And I must say that this rooster was my calmest. The behavior, the personality, how he's nice and he's just behaving well against me in a group against the hens. So I was hoping that he will pass this gene or those genetic informations to his offspring, and I must say each of them were calm exactly the same as him. And I was keeping rooster till 9 weeks or something, 9, 10. I still have a couple. I didn't call them all because I haven't heard them crowing like in the morning, in the evening, nothing. So it was really win-win. You can get something, you can lose something, but I must say that for now, as I didn't like a phone mutation, I'm starting to like it. If you can move to another slide. This is what I like to do. It's a rule, and people were like, "You need to cross rule with phi. You need to cross rule with blue, so we can see." Because no, no, no. I don't like it. I think that the rule should not be mixed with anything others, because you are using the rule to create something vibrant, something nice looking bird that you can get from other dilutes. And if you put something else on it, like a phi, it will bleach out. It will lose the quality. It will lose that something, that vibe that makes you feel like you love a rule. So what I did, I crossed it with rule. I crossed it with plain foul phi that I was having, and then I crossed it with blacks because there is phi as well, and I wanted to see as an experiment what will be the result. The first picture, all of them are roseras, expecting the dark bird. So the first one is scarlet phi. All of them are having one copy of a phi. The first one is the result of my red range with a plain foul phi that didn't come from blacks. You can see it's lighter, but it's still dark enough. It's even darker that I see some roux around me across the world. Some people have a roux that are like almost orange color. And on the right side, it's scarlet that came as a result from black. And you can see there is a roux. I know that there is a roux because they came all from Sexlink project. So everything what's hand, there is a roux. And you can see the difference, how dark that scarlet phi on the right side looks like from black lineup compared to the left, which came from basic foul phi. And then down under, the first picture is what currently my roux birds are looking like. All of them are 4 weeks old, so they will be even darker. You can see in the middle, it's a roux with a phi that came from a black lineup, and on the right side from that, it's a roux with a phi that's from a plain foul phi that didn't come from the black. And you can see that the difference, that the black is still dark enough to create a darker phi on a red range. I don't know how to describe it, but you can tell the difference. If you can go to another slide. A lot of people were asking about on an update on a betting because I was complaining that the pine shaving rise in the price. It's unbelievable. It's like they are almost half more expensive than it was before. It's the same with a feed here, with a feed cost. So I found on the internet a flux bedding. I was like, okay. I ordered 3 big bulks to try. I've been using it almost for 3 months, 2, 3 months, something like that. It's cheaper, and I must say I'm impressed. So to compare with a pine shaving, I have 1 unit for one group that's size 3.5 feet by 3.5. So it's nice size for one group. I was using pine shavings, and the shed where I have quails, I'm keeping them on a bedding, as you can see. It's very well ventilated, so there is air circulating, and after second, maybe after third day, I was smelling the odor, the ammonia, the smell, the smell. So I had to change pine shaving as a bedding twice a week. With this one, I can change it once a week, and I can go as far as once per 2 weeks. All I need to do is to use some garden fork and just dig it and spread it evenly, because it tends to get to the back. I don't know why. And what it does, it absorbs a moisture, and it dries out so quick that if I touch that bedding with a hand, it's dry. There is no moisture at all. It doesn't smell. It works against ammonia, and birds are happy, I feel, and it's not creating that much of a mess like it was with a pine shaving. Pine shaving are light, and they were flying literally everywhere. When I swiped or when I vacuumed, 5 minutes later, pine shavings everywhere, like nothing happened. With this, you swipe in the morning, and you are good to go during the day, and then in the evening you have some pieces on the ground, but it's not that bad. It's not mixing. It's a little bit heavier. It's not mixing with a feed in a feeder. It's healthier for them. It's almost dust free. It's like there is always dust, because there is dust in a feed. But if anybody would like to try it, I highly recommend. It was probably the best thing I purchased for them, and I tried a lot of bedding, but this is it. This is number one. So I will never use pine shaving again. And if you go to another one, the last one, this is what I'm trying to do for a quails, because I'm not only a quail breeder, but I'm more a gardener as well. Even if I live in a town, in a suburban area, my garden is too small, but not too small to grow a lot of vegetables, lots of food. So I hope it will encourage lots of you. Even if you live in an apartment, everything is possible. What I'm doing is I'm trying to share my garden with quails, with chickens, and I'm eating as well, of course. And what I'm doing is I'm growing some greens, and I'm trying to supplement their feed with greens every other day. So not every day, but every other day. So they have some nice carbs, they have some nice fiber. Everything is organic. I don't spray with a pesticides or something, and they look healthy, they look happy, they are full of life when you bring them something. It's some kind of a communication between you and the quails. When you give them something, you are making them calmer, you're making them getting to know you. And I think that I like the idea that you are giving something healthy to your quails, and then you are eating something healthy from the quails. And it's actually some kind of the circle, because you harvest something from your garden, you give it to your quail give you manure or something, so you can compost, you can put it back to your garden, and it's some very nice circle. So you don't need to purchase a compost. You don't need to grow that much of the plants in a huge area. You can grow a lot, and you can see it on a video that I created. If Terry would like to play it for you, and I hope it will encourage you guys to not be afraid and to grow, because you can grow a lot only on a balcony or on a terrace or whatever, or even in a pots. There is tons of possibilities.
Yep. I agree. Okay, guys, we got a short video that Klaus made up for you for his garden. it's pretty amazing because my garden doesn't look anything like that. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to run that, and then afterwards we'll go ahead and jump into the chat room and take your questions. So while the video is playing, guys, go ahead and get your questions in, and we'll jump right into those as soon as we get back. Cool. Very nice little video there, Klaus. I like that.
Thank you.
Okay, I was just going over some of my notes here. We had some questions that were asked prior to going live by some of our members. So I'm going to go through those questions first, let Klaus answer them, and then we'll jump right into the chat room. So, Klaus, first question is, how is your pet doing? I think her name is Berta.
Yeah, she's doing great. She is in November. She's turning 2 years. She's inside in a VIP cage. I was planning to include her in a video, but at that day she wasn't feeling photogenic, and she was, you know how birds can judge you, huh? So I didn't. But she's fine. She's doing fine. She is
Right.
with three other quails in a big cage, so she's fine.
Cool. Next question, it says, are you still working with the black quail? And if so, have there been any surprises in the offspring? For example, colors popping up that you didn't expect.
Yeah, probably everything that I showed you. I didn't expect getting fancy from them. I didn't expect calico. I didn't expect that they are fawn enhanced. I expected fee, and I expected something else going on. Could be something recessive, could be not. I don't know. I don't have that much of recessive things, and I haven't crossed brother and sisters together. But yeah, it was. I was like on a road, like up down. Shall I quit? Shall I continue? Shall I stop with this nonsense? Shall I go on? But I'm glad I didn't stop because I've got some cool birds.
Cool.
Originally, I was trying to create foul fees, but I didn't get any like clean foul fees. There was always something on them.
Right.
So
Okay. Next question was, it says, I love the color roux. Have you done anything to enhance the red color or intensify it?
yes, I think I'm done. I'm gonna do the last test breeding on my roux. What I was doing is I was picking birds I liked, or you need to know what's your goal. So I was picking up or using for next generations uh, only the darkest with a nice pattern. So some people don't like to see pattern to be visible, so they like to have it like gone under the color. But I like to be visible. So mine are looking not particularly like red, like roux, but they're looking like something between dark brown and a red, like a dark one. So all you need to do is just go with a selecting breeding and choosing the right one. I was asking a lot of other breeders because sometimes it's difficult to see fawn enhancement. I was struggling with that for a while, but once somebody explained it to you, then it's pretty easy to not use those birds, and then your pattern-wise will be everything okay if there is no fawn included.
Is there can you give us a quick description of how to spot fawn enhancement for those of us that don't know what we're looking for?
Usually, it's sometimes mistaken with sparkly on accented brown. So you are looking for, if you can see it on Tibetan or red range, and you can see some. It's like a pinning, but it's not so visible like on a scarlet. That would be the first sign that you have a fawn enhancement there, or sparkly.
Okay, cool. All right, and last question is, are you still working with the celadons? And if so, how did you overcome the problems with deformities that you experienced?
Yeah, that topic. It was going well for almost a year, and then last three hatches I screw it up because once I mixed the labels, so I've got Italians mixed with my Celadon Italians. Then the second I mixed them because I was thinking that I didn't know that the black are fawn enhanced, So I was like, okay, here is going to be everything with a fee and everything with blacks, and then I I didn't use a divider in a Borodo incubator, and I was like, I can see the Italians, Manchurians, and I can see everything extended brown and with a fee and a Pharaoh. But I've got some Italians also from black crosses, so it mixed and then the last one I've incubated in a Lumia 8 32X, and I think four or no, I think six hatched out, only six. Two died and four survived. Three Italians and one Pharaoh. So I don't know. I have another batch of the eggs in the incubator. They should hatch on the Monday, next Monday, because at the period when I was collecting the eggs, it was hot and it was stormy weather, a couple of days. So that could be the issue.
Right.
Why? But I've got also two cross beaks on them. I don't think there is genetically something too wrong with them because everything went fine. It would be probably we had like above 30 degrees. I don't know how much is it on Fahrenheit. It's the weather where you don't want to live outside. It's so hot. So I think that was the issue, and the ventilation and the hot and one thing with another, and then you get some bad results. I think so. But if I will have the same result, then I will start with salads. But so far, I'm still having a good feeling, and they are also heavy. Hens are above 400 grams.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised. My Italians, also the plain one, they are in a jumbo size. I've never had them. I don't know.
Right.
Surprise.
So, any advice to people that are keeping the celadons? Nice cup there, by the way.
It very depends. It depends where did you get those eggs from, how serious that breeder was or still is, if you got a good information, if eggs were good, or if the breeding was, if birds were properly bred from the breeder he got the eggs from, and it's like a chain, like you never know. But I can tell that I didn't have success with roux. Roux and a celadon, it's not a good combination. It's like roux and fee, you don't want to do it. And advice, try. You will have to cull a lot, you will have to lose a lot. It's time taking, really, and you may feel like it's a waste of time, and you will never know, because that's something no one knows about the celadons.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. Yeah, actually, I don't know if I can. If I'm thinking, I don't know if I can give any advice, because I'm not done with it. I'm not sure if I'm able to give advice. It's just, if you don't feel like to continue, just call it and do something else.
Okay.
Oh,
Sounds
another
good.
one more advice. If
Yep.
you're gonna create celadons, don't do all of your birds. Do one group, maximum two. I've created celadon basically from all my mutation, and then I was getting, after a couple of generations of crossing, you've seen problems and the issues, and then I had to start all over again. So that would be probably my advice.
Okay.
Don't screw it up as I did.
I hear you. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump in the chat room, guys. Don't forget to type the letter Q in front of your questions so we can find them. Klaus, how are you doing on time?
It's fine.
Okay, I'll go ahead and just acknowledge everyone that's in here. James Dahlheim's in the house. Good evening, all. Can't believe I'm the first here. Something wrong. Henriette, one of our moderators in the house, says hi there. No, nothing's wrong. Hope you guys are doing well out there, Henriette. And I do want to talk to you and Marius offline here, either tonight or tomorrow. Joy Guthrie's in the house. Says hello all from Western Oregon. Dirty South Homestead, another one of our moderators, says good evening all from the edge of Satan's frying pan, Birmingham, Alabama. Yeah, it is hot here. The whole U.S. is under a high pressure system that's bumping the temperatures way up into, some people into triple digits.
It was actually everywhere. It was also in Europe. There was
really?
Unbelievably hot.
Yeah. Okay, Amber M's in the house, another one of our moderators. That says hello, everyone. Doug says, boy, we had one of the greatest days Sunday, cool, but did take long to warm back up. It is that time of year. Hope all is great from Southwest Missouri. Let's see, Trista Morrison says, good evening from New Hampshire. Jill's in the house, says, oh yeah, South Missouri, hot today. And then she says hello from everyone, or hello everyone from South Missouri. Dawn S is in the house, says hello from Central Illinois, sure is hot today. I think everybody's saying it's hot today. Joy's in the house, says hello from Kentucky, I hope everyone's having a good day. Scott's in the house, says, hey Terry, I finally caught you, glad you could make it. Henriette says, good evening, everyone, from a very cold South Africa. I wish I could say that. Nick's in the house, says, hey, guys and gals, hope you're all well. Sorry, I've been absent lately, dealing with some personal junk at home. I know the feeling, buddy. GIS Herps is in the house, is monitoring from Birmingham, Alabama. Scott F says, I have another batch of eggs coming from Southwest Game Birds. Oh, yeah, guys, speaking of Southwest Game Birds, I meant to say this when I was announcing our sponsors. Michael sent me a write-up of the number of people that have used the coupon code Coturnix Corner and the amount of savings that you guys got. And I don't want to say the total amount of money purchased, but I do want to say that you guys saved almost $700 worth of discounts by ordering using that code. So keep using the code, guys. Nabiki's in the house, says hello all. Less than a week until moving day. Congratulations. Arizona Highland Homestead says howdy y'all. Tim Baldridge is in the house, says hey Terry and chat. Anita Garrett's joining us tonight, says hello everyone. Glad you could make it, Anita. Tristan says thank you to the sponsors. Absolutely. Oh, my back. Jalopy Guy says hello from Western Washington on my 54th time around the sun. That's pretty cool. Z says hi from Texas. Dirty South Homestead posted the Southwest Game Birds website and also Hatching Times website. Amanda says hello from Missouri. Kimberly says hi from California. Corey Grimes is in the house, says hello Terry. Howdy. Yes, the coupon code is Coturnix Corner. Keith says hello from Tennessee. Shelly's in the house, says love the new website, Terry. Yeah, it's been the web. I can't, say enough about that website. I'm glad to see it taking off like it is. A lot of you guys are in there, keeping it going, and I'm seeing a lot of activity, so that's really cool. Scott says, question, hey Terry, I see you have some ink on your meat hooks, which tells me you're prior Navy, right? No, prior tattoo artist. It was one of my hobbies. I don't even want to go there, but my eyes right now are too bad to do that anymore, so had to give it up. Arizona Highland Homestead says, just collected 29 eggs produced by our birds, hatched from Southwest Game Birds, JMF Jumbo Browns, out of our hatching time cages and put into our incubator. Congratulations. Roebuck Ranch is in the house, says howdy y'all from Southern California. Laura says hello from Oklahoma. Glad you could make it, Laura. Dennis says evening to everyone in from Missouri. Thomas says hello. Jalopy Guy says glad to see the Coturnix Corner website growing as fast as quail. Yeah, that's true. That's a good example. For those of you who aren't members over there yet, it's coturnixcorner.com. Check it out. Join up. Everything's free over there. There's no censorship like you get on Facebook. We're not gonna flag you for talking about self-sufficiency and all the stuff that Facebook happens to do. But Vicky says hello from Lower Alabama. James says, question, I seem to recall Southwest Game Birds has a special code for first-time buyers. They do, but I'm not sure what it is. I think it might be like 25% or something like that. Maybe somebody posted it here. Thomas says hello from Wales, UK. Cool, glad you could join us. Marlene Abrams in the house says hi from Tennessee. Hello. Cassiopeia is in the house says hello. Hello, Cassie, glad you could join us. Jennifer Chick says hello from Maine. Hope everyone is doing okay. Sassafras Farm says hi. Dirty South Homestead says don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Richard Brown says hello from Tennessee. Victoria says hi from Maryland. Boy, we got a lot of people in here. Jennifer says hello from Tennessee also. Scott says hello from South Georgia. Okay, not talking to me. Dennis says evening to the moderators. Exactly. KG Brown says greetings from Southern Illinois. Judy Link is in the house from Alaska. Glad you could join us. Not talking to us. Not talking to us. Richard Brown says yep. Scott says hit the like button. Tori Morris says hello everyone from Sunset Ranch, Coturnix Quail. Boy, it's been hot in South Florida. Yes, it has. Too hot. Okay, yeah, James, it's 25 PCT is the code. A. Jones says hi all, checking in from northeast tip of Ohio. Thanks for doing the show tonight. Absolutely, appreciate it, Klaus. All right, Ronald says hi, this is Ronnie Kinney from West Texas checking in. Glad you could join us. Okay, code from there. Hal Brown says hi, Hal checking in from Cary, North Carolina. Not talking much. Hit the thumbs up. Clinton Abrams says hello from Middle Tennessee. Robert Davis says hello from Maine. David Watkins says hello from Dallas, Fort Worth. Sassafras Farm says, oh man, I need to go back and review my genetic terms. Yeah, I hear you. Patricia says, thanks for coming, Klaus. Michelle Rushing's back in the house. My first good function day since the big cancer surgery last month. Came to get my quail fix and was thrilled to see it's Klaus Day. Glad you're doing better and able to join us, Michelle. I hope your surgery went well. Sassafras Farm says that's cool. The beak is black. Not talking to us. Not talking to us. Ronald Kinney says, question, have you had any deformed quail? I have one in my first batch that is hunched over and his head is always down. He looks like he's ready to fight some other quail.
Like in a general or from blacks, but it doesn't matter, I would call it. Must be some defect or issue or something.
Right.
I always say if one pop out, don't call everything, don't be like so over dramatic. It can happen. It's like from time to time your quail will die. So call it, don't use it, don't try to fix it, don't try to take it to the vet and supplement with vitamins. The most important thing is genetically have everything right and strong and healthy. So that should be always your top answer on a question, should I keep it? Then ask yourself, would you like to get those genes and send it to your other offspring? Would you like to have then next generation 5 perhaps, and then the next 10? Rather call it, and you're saving yourself trouble that are not necessary.
Agree 100%. Okay, Michael Salters in the house says hello everyone. Not talking to me, not talking to me. Robert Crawley says hello everyone. Tony's in the house says hi from Toronto. JD says hi everyone. Anthony's in the house says hello all. Dirty South Home says, question, do you have any advice for successfully breeding celadons, and have you ever bred jumbo celadons?
I don't know. Do I? My Italians are pretty heavy, but I don't consider them Celadon because they don't breathe through. I'm getting some heavy, some not. Advice on a breeding Celadon. I don't know. It's a tricky question.
Right.
So I'm gonna choose not to give you the answer because I'm not sure.
Right. I know you said before it looked like it was like a generational thing. Once you got so many generations in, does that still stand or?
Yeah, I haven't noticed it though on a phone because what I have now in a in a incubator it's generation 4,
Okay.
and I haven't noticed any egg issues, any deformation. Everything is nice color wise, and with a size it's between 13 and 15 grams. No double yolks after like 9-10 weeks. The personality is also nice, and body structure also. So not sure. Maybe something will happen, and in another generation, something will happen.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm trying to do now is to do line breeding. So I want to do hens with a father, and then another hens with a son, for example. You know, and then I
Yep.
will create 2 groups, and then my plan is to hedge them out and create a third group, and then see if those are going to be fine. And if those are going to be fine, then I can sell them, share them, whoever wants. But it's gonna take another year probably.
Right. Okay.
I'm doing it because I've invested such a long time, basically, with
Right.
Saladin. So it's a little bit like I wanted to quit, but it's painful or it doesn't feel right to quit. So there is something probably I have to screw up more or figure out or get something. We will see, but I feel like it's no time to quit.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. Michelle says, question: does Rue always have that lighter under feathers? Like if you lift the feathers and look near the skin, is that area always lighter?
Yes, it depends how dark your roux is, but it's always lighter. It's the first feather, so it looks as a chick when it's like 2 3 weeks old. It can look like with something else on blue, fee, whatever. Because what the roux does, it's like accented brown, but usually on the roux, after they go through mold, the adult feather is much darker, much vibrant, and then you see the difference. But yes, usually it's the under feather and the young feather, or how to say the first one, is always lighter.
Okay. All right. See, Grandma says, oh, the quail on the bedding sample is one of my roos, so pretty. Okay. Jeff and Amanda, question. Yes, I too am interested in Celadon breeding. Any info would be greatly appreciated. Any more
Oh
info?
no.
We'll have to come back in a year, guys, and see what's going on with the Celadon stuff.
Yeah,
Let's see.
that's something. Sorry to interrupt you, but that's something who I am. I don't like to spread false information or something. I'm not sure. So that's why if I'm not sure, I'm not selling, I'm not sharing, because it's not
Sure.
about the money. Your reputation precedes you.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
if I haven't sold in the last year till now egg, one single egg,
Right.
as a breed for incubation, as a hatching eggs, only
Yep.
for eating, and some quails as a meat. But because, and there were people that were asking, but I wasn't feeling like confident to share, because you never know what will happen if you have no idea what you will get. How can
Sure.
you sell it to others, and then reputation?
Yep. Okay, Jay says, yes, I really like flax bedding when we could get it here in Canada. Yeah, I noticed too. I looked for it after we talked about it, Klaus, the other day, and I really couldn't find it locally. And I
You
checked
can.
Tractor Supply,
Uh,
and
it could be almost the same like a hennep, you know.
yeah, Hemp I found. I didn't find
Yeah,
the
maybe you
flax.
can use that. I know that Annika Lincoln from Sweden, she is using them.
Hmm.
She's also keeping quails on the bedding, and from what we were talking about it, it's practically the same
Okay.
what it does, you know.
Right.
But here
Uh,
it's a smaller package and a more expensive. That's why I chose a flux if it's possible.
sure. Ed Gray Wolf says, "What was the bedding?" We're talking about the flax bedding. Same. Tim said the same thing. Jay said flax bedding. Okay, I'm gonna skip over that. Yeah, Michelle
I
Rushing
think,
said the same thing.
you know
Flax
what? I think
bedding,
that also
Amazon.
the you guys that you are keeping quails in cages, you can use it instead of pine shaving also on the trays, food trays.
That's what I was
It
thinking.
Yeah, it could be maybe better because what I've seen on I've had those type of cages, and on a pine shaving you had to like change it once a day because it got stuck or moist, wet, and it didn't dry out properly. I live in Netherlands. We have like all year around outside humidity above 70%. So
Okay.
for some reason, the wood always dries out slower than everything other. Some plants, nature, dry straw and hay.
Right.
And with this, I did what I did. I left it open in a. I put something in a bucket. I left it open for 1 week. It stayed dry. There was
Good.
no moisture in it.
Cool.
It works like a magic, you know.
Right. Yeah, I want to give it a shot. See how it does if I can find it. Jay says we used to be able to buy it at feed stores, so I'm gonna have to check around. I've got a few other feed stores that I haven't called. Hopefully somebody's got it. Sass Farm says, question, is anyone trying to get black beak, feet, and feathers like the, I don't even know what kind of, I am
Yeah,
Semani
those are
chicken?
those black chickens. Yeah, they were also bred somehow.
Right?
I don't know if it was a gene or something. What can you do is, I know that the blues, usually on extended brown or Tibetan or Rosetta, they are having dark beaks. Um, Silver, I think. Um, Tibetan, darker beaks, darker feet. This is like the same with red range.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can do it. I don't think that you can do everything, but hey, no one knew what we can do this year, for example. Huh?
Sure.
So we are always discovering something that was before unknown. So I don't know. Maybe there is some gene hidden under other genes. Like if you have 5 things we still don't know, maybe you can take one and then try to keep it and then use it and like celadons, like blacks. Somebody created it with blacks. It
Mm-hmm.
was not out of the sudden, you know. There was probably lots of work and a thinking and a trying. Why not?
Sure. See, Grandma says, thank you. I've been looking at what plants to add to my aviary. Dennis says, question, are you using standard size quail or jumbos?
I'm using stuff. I'm using what pops out. I don't recommend using two small birds too big or crossing them together. Depends what you. But I'm not keeping jumbos per se.
Okay.
It's difficult to find something here. Like I've been searching for a pharaohs etching eggs for a year. Then I found one, and he said yes, but you can get something else. But probably half you will get pharaohs. Then I've got them, and I've got what 3, 4 pharaohs, and the rest was like 60 chicks with other dilutes. So
Right.
I'm working with what I have, you know. I
Yep.
What I need, I'm trying to make from my birds because if you order something by bringing something from others that are not farmed, that they don't know what they are doing, those breeders, you're just paying for a chaos, you know, for issues you're gonna get.
Sure. Okay. All Things EDC says, question, what is considered the ideal jumbo egg size in grams?
No idea. Between 15, 17, 16.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Like
about
a
right.
standard egg is 14 grams.
Yeah, I don't incubate anything less than 14. I try to go 15 to 17, 15 to 18. Okay, Amber says, question, what plants do your quail like the most? I'm going to grow some, can you read those? And marigolds for them and my chickens.
Amaranth, nasturtiums, marigolds. Yeah, chickens don't like marigolds. That I can tell directly. So quails also not. It's like a lavender. It repels everything. So for example, I have a tower with a plants, and on the bottom where chickens can go, I'm using marigolds because otherwise I would eat everything what I plant there. And they like every leafy greens. My cows are not picky. They eat salads. They like arugula or rucola.
Mm-hmm.
They like Swiss chard and the beets, everything. Uh, Vegetables. They like fruits, whatever you have. Huh? But my chickens don't like salad at all. Nothing. What they like, they are picky. I tried. I made a video. It was funny. What they like, for example, is only leaves from beetroot. Nothing
Really?
else. Nothing. And a pear. No apple. Nothing. Nothing. Only those two things.
Wow. Picky birds.
Spoiled. Huh?
James says, question, I missed some of the sound. What is the bedding that Klaus is using? That's flax bedding. Victoria says, question, do you supplement live foods?
No.
No.
I wanted to raise myself mealworms for them,
Mm-hmm.
but I know myself. I would put that somewhere in a corner. I would forget. I would die. Drama.
I've got I think it's a 10-pound bag of black soldier fly larvae. My birds won't eat it. I have to grind it up and mix it in with their food to get them to eat it. They won't
Yeah,
take the worms.
you need to make them starving maybe.
Yeah. It's so high in protein. I really don't want to give it to them because I don't want to get them fat. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Jay says, FYI, flax bedding is similar to industrial hemp bedding that is sold as bedding in parts of the USA. So there we go. Sassafras Farm says, question, is scissor beak genetic? Just hatched my own eggs and got one with it.
Yeah, could be also the result of old eggs, bad storing before incubation,
Mm-hmm.
bad air circulation. Many reasons.
It's funny because
Everything that has curled legs and not properly, like not nice fingers and feet, and you see that it's slower in a growth, and it's I don't know, it has flopped wings, and is weird while you're looking at it. Just call it, don't use it,
right.
because grower it is or older it is, you're gonna feel more sorry for that thing, and then when you will have it, like you're gonna create some, I don't know, connection and a feeling for those birds, and then later on it will be difficult for you to call. But if you
Mm-hmm.
call it like immediately, no hard feeling, done.
Right. Don says, oh, I wondered how he fed the plants to the quail. I like sticking it through the wire. Okay. Not talking to me. Patricia says, question, Klaus, at what age can I start feeding greens to my quail?
I'm starting at 4 weeks.
Okay. Trey says, aloha, Klaus. Would you recommend feeding your quail sunflower sprouts as a microgreens farmer? I sometimes have extra sunflower. I know it's high protein. As a new farmer in Hawaii, it's expensive.
Yeah, why not? I think, especially during the winter. That's what I'm gonna try to do this winter. I say whatever you can eat, quails can as well. Most of the time. I don't see the reason why not.
Anthony says, question for the chat room. I have an egg that is snow white. All others look like quail eggs. What am I doing wrong? I don't think you're doing anything wrong.
Nothing. It's just those things happen sometimes.
Right. A whole bunch of people post the same. It missed the printer.
I had it once, and somebody told me, hatch it, you will see what it will, what will be the result. And I was like, I went to work, and hatching day should start day after. So I was like, okay, I will come back, I will make some divider, I will put it apart. I came home and more than half hatched out, also the white, so I lost it.
Right.
Maybe better this way.
Okay. Transmediapedia says, hello, I'm quiet, but I'm here too. Glad you could join us. Dirty South Homestead says, question, how often should I add new Celadon breeder lines?
The best thing is if you have no issues at all, don't do it. Just make 3 groups and do, I don't know, spiral breeding. I would recommend that. Now, I see it like it's nothing wrong, but if you are trying to do something genetically speaking, if you want to have some clean line or you are searching for something particular, it's difficult because a lot of people are trying to learn, and then they learn and then are trying to clear a mess. But you have a lot of people that they don't care, and they are just selling 5 mutation on 1 bird, So and you don't know the history, if those people are responsible breeders or not. So I recommend, if you're gonna start at the beginning, don't start with 1 group, start at least with 2. With 3 you can do it like endless.
All right, DeCats is in the house, says Northeast US, not so hot. I wish I was up there right now. Aaron says, just saying hi from Tennessee, glad you could join us. G. Rubin says, dang, just got here, I have a question. Go ahead and post it and we will get to it. Talking to me. John Garrett's in the house, says hello from Virginia, glad you could join us, John. Victoria says, Maryland is pleasant today, tomorrow not so much. Okay, here's G. Rubin's question. Says, question, I have a hen that seems to want to commit suicide by flying straight up and bouncing on the top of the cage for no particular reason. Is this common?
Yeah, it's hard with people, Some people are crazy, some not. Yeah, it depends. If she is not aggressive, she is probably just afraid or scared of you.
Yeah. You
can start introducing greens, then she will learn that she's getting something others from you, not only feed. And you can try doing that. It just, if other birds are not that flighty, then it could be also some issues you don't want to put on your next generation to use her eggs. If you have more than one, then I would say that it's not like one problem, one quail that is problematic. It should be something you should then think about if you're gonna be using those eggs, because personality and aggression can be put on the next generation.
Okay. He also wants to know if he should color.
I can tell you because I don't know. There may be some other things in the background we have no idea about.
Sure.
So you need to make the decision.
Okay. Let's see. The Steve B33 says hello from Land O'Lakes, Florida. Glad you could join us. Dennis says thank you, Klaus, for all the info.
Oh, you're welcome.
Angel says hello from Mississippi. Sorry I'm late. Glad you could join us, Angel. Salvador Santiago's in the house, says hello all from Puerto Rico. I was going to ask Salvador a question. I don't know if he's into boats or not. One of the channels I follow, it's a sailing channel, and this couple's been over in Puerto Rico forever, and they're pretty popular. I was just wondering if you might have known them. Linda says great information. Thank you. Doug says, thought you all would like this. My 4-year-old granddaughter says, Papa, don't cook no more eggs. Put them in the box for chicks. She loved checking to see the box to see if there was babies. Oh, that's cool. Woman of Spirit says, blessings, beautiful quail people. Absolutely. Same to you. Dennis Peel says, question, do certain size eggs or egg weight in your... do you use a certain size egg or egg weight in your breeding program?
I'm not weighting my quails. I'm just going with a look, if they're now that I don't have a problem because they look exactly the same. And about the eggs, I'm choosing eggs between 13 and 15 grams.
Trey says, shout out to Hatching Time. Just ordered my Pro Plus kit and waiting for it to get on the boat to bring it to Hawaii. Cool, congratulations. Here's a good question for you, Klaus. Joy says, please explain about the sparkly gene. What does it look like?
Good question.
And how can you identify it in, mixed mutations?
Sparkly is incomplete dominant mutation, so it can affect your plumage with one copy and also then with two. It's I don't know. I think it's considered as a pattern modifier because it changes the look of the bird. For example, you can see it on a pharaoh. The speckles on a hen are going down to the whole body, and they are a little bit longer. I think I haven't showed any sparkly here on the video, but I think in your group there are a lot of people, or about the genetic, color and genetic.
Yep.
There are some pictures about the sparkly gene. And some people, like Katya, she explained it properly. I'm just like, And what it does is, it's created a bird. So, like what I was talking about, that pansy on sparkly, So with one copy, the bird looks different than with two copies, but it's on a pharaoh. You can have also one or two copy on a fawn, on Italian or Manchurian. But on extended brown, you can have it only on Rosetta with one copy because probably they are sharing the same locus. And you can't have it on Tibetan.
Right.
But
yeah, that's my problem.
How can I explain? But it's a simple crossing. Like, take it like incomplete dominant, like if you cross pharaoh with Rosetta. So pharaoh is nothing and Rosetta will be like sparkly, so you will get half of each if you cross them together.
Right.
I don't know if
I was going to try to bring up a photo.
Maybe you can post in your group the Punnett square. Yeah, exactly. So you can see the difference.
Hold on, let me try to. I was going to say, let me try to focus in on that, but I don't think I can. Hold on a second.
Yeah. So you can see that the pattern goes, it's on the whole body, on the chest, on the belly, goes down to the legs.
Yep.
That's a heterozygous sparkly pharaoh hen.
Yep.
And then a rooster will be different, will be almost the same, but the color will be rusty with the white sparkly pinning vertical on it, so you will see it.
Okay. Yeah, what I was going to say was that's my problem right now is I've got sparkly in everything. Here I am trying to clean up the base lines, and I got to clean up sparkly now.
I must say that the sparkly is nice on Italian or Manchurian.
In heterozygous form.
Yes. Yeah, in a homozygous, I don't want to go there.
They get too dark.
Then also on Rosetta, but Rosetta sparkly is difficult to notice. I think that Tamara can say on a Rosetta sparkly, even if it's a rooster or a hen, it's beyond my understanding.
Right.
But I like sparkly scarlet. So it's one copy sparkly on a rosetta with a rule. It looks different. It looks like a nice. It looks better than like Scarlet original is always better looking, but the sparkly gene brings something, some kind of a vibe of something, that the look appearance.
Yeah.
But I suggest to go to your group or to uh what's the name, Colors and Genetics on the
Yep.
Facebook,
Yep.
and there are pictures, so you will be
You
fine
can.
if you will go there.
Yeah, and in the library too, in the CC library, there's all of Cadia's photos are in there, so you can check that out too. G. Rubin says, question: what's the youngest that you'll cull a quail and use it for your own barbecue or cooking?
Once I had to call rooster, they were like 5 weeks. They were heavy, must say, but I don't know, like youngest. And to eat it, I don't do barbecue, so I don't know if my answer is accurate.
Mine is usually 6 weeks is about the youngest that I'll butcher.
Yeah, that group was pretty annoying, you know. It was a whole night. I was listening only crowing. I was waking up constantly. No, I took the scissors and done, you know. And I remember it was 6 o'clock and I was done with a battery and I was like, Jesus Christ. That's the reason why I started breeding for calm behavior. So
Right.
you remember that phone, the Italians group that I've had? I still didn't call all of the roosters because they are quiet. I'm like, I'm not sure which one to keep, so you can stay there. I have 5 roosters and 11 hens in one group, and they're fine.
Cool. Okay, James has question: what would your ideal looking quail be from all the experience or experiments you have done?
Probably ideal red range. That's something I like.
Mm-hmm.
Not the red range that I've got at the beginning because I began with 3 different shades. I had one that was almost like orange, like a orange, the fruit. Then I've got something that was like sandy color, and then I've got something that was red. But it was so red, it was like shiny red. I didn't like it either.
Is it in one of those pictures that you put up?
No, but there is a rule that I have now. If you can, I don't know if you can go there. No, it's in a video, sorry.
Too bad. Too left.
Yeah,
Too
basically
tough.
there, but yeah.
All right,
I
let's move on. Christian says, question: how can you work a color to make it a jumbo? Good afternoon from West Texas.
By the selecting breeding, you are choosing the heaviest one.
Yep. Vicious Redhead says, can you use that bedding in a deep litter method?
I think so because I read the information on the internet about it, and they said that it's easy to compost
Cool. Yeah, it would
with.
probably work really well then.
And a faster, there was also that information that is faster.
Decat says, I've never seen fibromelanosis in a quail. Not sure if you can match that gene from AM Samani Silkies.
Yeah, I have no idea. It was just out of the air what was in my mind that maybe you can, maybe you can't.
Right. Margaret said flaxseed hulls from trapping supply stores. We don't have any of those around here. The Stevie
You
B
know,
says,
uh,
what?
some people are using it for horses, as a bedding.
Yeah, I saw that. Horse stall beddings. Yep,
Yeah,
I
so
saw that.
maybe it's that, but under a different name.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to call the feed store. Let's see. What was the bedding Klaus is using? That's flaxseed or flax bedding. Dirty South Homestead said yes, mine loves Swiss chard and cabbage leaves. Oh, cool. We got cabbage in the fridge. I'm going to have to see if my birds will eat that. Rita Payne's in the house says, sorry I'm late. I was tending birds. Not a problem. G. Rubin says, my quail love pea and sunflower microgreens. So there you go. Amber says, haha, that's amazing. Your chickens are picky. Mine will eat anything. Thank you for your answer. I'll be growing some greens for them for sure. You know, back when I had chickens, Klaus, they used to eat, you know, those little anoles, the little lizards that run around? They would eat those off the fences. It's funny. They're like little carnivores. Sassafras Farms this question. How long do you keep breeding a roux to see the color it gives before culling?
I always wait till I hatch those chicks until they grow out. And if I have a new rooster that it's better in some terms, then I keep the new one and I call the old one. And if not, then I keep in the old one and waiting for something better. I never replace something good with something worse.
Gotcha. Trey says, question, where's Kiki? I have no idea. I haven't seen any of them from that crowd, so they might be on another live stream tonight. Marilyn says hi from North Carolina. Mimi Cleveland says hello from Ohio. Salvador says, Terry, maybe Puerto Rico is 100 by 35. Is that's the size of it? 100 feet by 35 feet? Let's see. Quail's Nest says, good evening. Love the show from Florida. Glad you could join us. Joy says, thanks for the great info on the sparkly. I'm still learning. We're all learning. Joy says, I breed Rosetta and Wilds together, so this helps a lot. G. Rubin says, thanks for everything. Marilyn says, question, can you give radish greens to quail?
Yes, I'm using them as well.
Okay.
But not radishes, only greens.
Okay. Doug says New Country Organic. I don't know what that is. Flax bedding. Oh, that's the company that sells it. New Country Organic flax bedding. Okay, cool. All right, that brings us down to the bottom of the questions. So we're going to go ahead and announce our winners for the contest tonight. Before I do that, though, I just want to say that to all the winners, I need you guys to either email me or message me your shipping information. If I call your name on this, we need your shipping information, a good phone number, and a good email address. And we will get that stuff shipped out to you as soon as possible. First winner is Jeff Easter. He is getting the Northwest Quail Farm. Jeff, you got your choice: either the water system or the quail egg starter pack, the egg carton pack. Just let me know in your email which one you want. If you want the quail egg carton starter pack, make sure that I get a good contact number for you, because he's got to call you to find out what information that he wants or that you want on the thing. Katrina Tilton. Katrina, you're getting an Incubrite Candler. Tony D'Angelo, you are getting a $50 Hatching Time gift certificate. And the winner of the JMF Jumbo White Hatching Eggs is going to go to Randall McClendon. So Randall, same to you. Full shipping information, email address, and phone number. So let me check, see if we had any more questions pop up here. I don't see anything. Nabiki says Kiki's probably at the beach. That's a possibility. Okay, so I think that's about it. Time we're doing. Oh, we're doing good on time tonight, so cool. I want to congratulate all our winners first off. I want to thank all the moderators that joined us tonight to help out and keep an eye on the chat room. Klaus, thank you very much for joining us. As always, much appreciated.
Yeah, anytime. I only want to ask breeders that are working on a blacks or trying to test breeder or something, if they would like to share it with me and a contact, I would like to see where they are at, what they are doing, what's the result, what they figure out.
Okay.
Maybe that way we can figure out it faster. I say if Black was in Australia, probably Katia or Tamara would know what it is,
Right. Okay. And
but
Klaus
they
is
don't.
also on the new Coturnix Corner site. So guys, if if you got questions for Klaus or you want to send him some photos, you can contact him there. He's also over on Facebook, so you can contact him there. Guys, I don't have a guest lined up for next week yet, but I do want to say that July 5th. Chris Carnes from Slightly Redneck will be joining us, and he's always a great time to talk a little bit about what he's got going on, gardening, that kind of stuff. So join us on that one. As far as Fridays, the Shop Talk Live series will probably start up again about the middle of next month, maybe the end of next month, but I'll let you know on that. So guys, I want to thank everybody for all the great questions tonight. Thanks for joining us. Klaus, again, thank you very much. Don't go nowhere. I want to talk to you when we're done. But we'll see you guys. Join us next week, Tuesday. And we got some more great prizes and giveaways for you guys. Have a great night.